Great stuff happening in the world of sports, and it's my responsibility to bring you up to speed. Welcome to Halftime right here on the front burner, Souk News Television. We'll start off from the local and seafood across the oceans as usual with the African football tournament, talking about the championship, African Nations Championship, 8th African Nations Championship postponed. But I mentioned to you yesterday that the draws will be held in Nairobi, and Nigeria has been put in Group D, and they will be up against Senegal, Sudan, and the Republic of Congo. Of course, you know that Nigerian well, I don't want to call them the local side. The Nigerian Chan team are the 2018 silver medalists, and they've been moved. I mean, that tournament has been moved to August 2025, but with Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda still set to jointly host the tournament. At the draw, which was held inside the famous Kenyatta International Convention Center, we saw the joint host Kenya head Group A, that also includes Morocco, Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, and then Zambia. Kenya and Nigeria, the 2018 winners, talking about the team that knocked Nigeria out in 2018, will clash in the opening match of the tournament, and that's Morocco. Tanzania, on the other hand, another joint host heading Group B, and then they would have Madagascar, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, and the Central African Republic, who are the conquerors of Cameroon. All five will fight for 2 slots in the knockout round. Uganda, the third joint host, will battle Niger Republic, Guinea, and 2 wildcard holders to be determined by the Confederation of African Football in Group C. From there, we'd rush up to, the next story, which is the NWFL, the local Nigerian Women Football League. We saw action return as a lot of upsets and, of course, thrilling finish, which marked the opening of the Nigerian Women Football League. Well, I think one of the biggest upsets there will be Abia Angels, who I talked about yesterday, losing to Edo Queens. But we start off week 1, which delivered very, very great performances in Yenagoa and the South there. Bayelsa Queens edged out Delta by a lone goal. 2 queens faced each other, and a lone goal separated both of them there. The match was intense. It had both teams creating scoring opportunities, but it was Bayelsa's determination that paved the way in the end. Rivers Angels made a strong statement as they defeated Hillbom Angels. You could call that the Battle of the Angels. 2-1. Helen Daniels' own goal in the 5th minute gave Rivers the lead, and then John Michaels equalized in the 19th minute, brought Hillbom back into the game before Ifeoma Ikonokwalu's 78th-minute winner sealed victory for the Rivers-based outfit. Ekiti Queens secured a hard-fought win over Heartland Queens in Ado-Ekiti, and the Conference Queens suffered a shocking 3-1 defeat to Remo Stars Ladies in Ayimba. Idayat Olanewaju opened the scoring for Conference, but Remo Stars fought back with goals from Olasubomi Ogundele, Oluwaseyi Arubo, and Olamide Bolaji. Nasarawa Amazons narrowly beat Danaz Ladies 1-0 in Lafia, and Shola Shobowale scoring the winner in the 90th minute. And the game I talked about in the beginning, Edo Queens made the dominant statement in Benin. They trashed Abia Angels 5-0. What a game. In another high-scoring match, Robo Queens defeated Benue Queens 5-1 in Lafia. And some of those games, formed a very thrilling opening week in the Nigerian Women Football League. That has set the tone for an exciting season. Rest assured right here. And, of course, on Inside Sports, we would update you as this league unfolds. The EPL had some games yesterday, and Arsenal, the Gunners, firing on all cylinders. One would say no. But seeing that they came back from a goal down, played a game more than Liverpool, and they were able to beat Tottenham in that not London derby. I mean, who's to say they're not firing on all cylinders? They were desperate to return to winning ways, I could tell. And if you had followed the game inside sports yesterday, Charles talked about the fact that Arsenal will be picking that one clean and neat because of the fact that they had lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup. Son Heung-min did find the back of the net after it was deflected off off William Saliba and past good goalkeeper in 25 minutes, but the response and, the rallying back into the game and the eventual winner from Arsenal is something worthy of note. From there, we'll go on to Crystal Palace, who were also in action. They had a clinical display and inflicted a 6-3 defeat on Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. It was at home for Leicester, losing by 2-0 as they remain 19th, 2 points from safety, having just taken 4 points from 24 since Van Nistelrooy took over. Palace did climb to 14th above Manchester United and 8 points clear of the relegation zone. That's some good, pointers there for Crystal Palace. We saw Everton lose by a lone goal to Aston Villa in another game, and Newcastle mauling Wolves 3-0. Quickly to the Spanish Copa del Rey, Barca are in cruise control. You can say that again, cruise control, as they, give somewhat of a backup to their Spanish Super Cup as they triumph, trashing Real Betis and cruise into the quarterfinal of the Copa del Rey. And one guy who everybody's talking about now is a sensational teenager, Lamine Yamal. Scored one, assisted another, as Barca netted 5 goals for the second consecutive game, beating Real Betis 5-1. I mean, it's almost the same scoreline when they beat Real Madrid 5-2 in Saudi Arabia on Sunday. In the Bundesliga, Harry Kane scored 1 and also provided an assist as Bayern trashed Hoffenheim in front of over 75,000 spectators, and that restored 4-point lead at the top of the table. Bayern were awarded a 26th-minute penalty. We saw a Kane header that was blocked by the arm of the defender, and then he buried his spot kick, sending the keeper the other way. Some of the other games, we saw Bochum beat St. Pauli by a lone goal, Leipzig losing 2-1 to Stuttgart, Union Berlin losing at by the same scoreline to Augsburg, and Werder Bremen and Heidenheim settling for a draw in a 6-goal thriller, sharing that one 3 apiece. From football to tennis, the Australian Open is on, and Emma Raducanu has reached the Australian Open 3rd round for the first time in her career, and that was a dogged victory over an American opponent, Amanda Anisimova. The 22-year-old Briton won 6-3, 7-5 and set up a meeting with Polish second seed Iga Swiatek, who has never gone past the Melbourne semi-finals. Well, Swiatek trashed Slovakia's Rebeka Sramakova 6-love, 6-1 in an hour earlier, today. Australian Open still continues. Of course, let me let you know that former world number 2 Ons Jabeur was in tears on court. She struggled with a breathing difficulty during her 2nd round Australian Open victory. The Tunisian later said she had an asthma flare-up, but then recovered to beat Colombian Camila. What a way to say, fight your difficulties or fight your pain to win. Well, that particular match entered 7-5, 6-3 at the Melbourne Park, and Jabeur, who of course is a 3-time Grand Slam finalist, appeared to be coughing and tapping her chest just before leaving the court. I might be leaving the court very soon, but let me let you know that Alina Rybakina beat 17-year-old American wildcard Eva Jovic 6-love, 6-3, and that sealed her 50th Grand Slam match win. Jovic was the youngest woman in the 2nd round of the draw, but struggled against 2023 Australian Open finalist Rybakina, who is, of course, ranked 184 places above Jovic. What's sports without business, and what's business without sports? Well, let me let you know that an invitation to tender has been issued in Spain for broadcast rights to the men's FIFA World Cups in 2026 and 2030, the latter of which will be co-hosted by the country. So it's good to start early to plan, put the money down, or rather, put the money where your mouth is. My mouth is right here, and of course, let me let you know that the streaming platform Migo, a subsidiary of Telco China Mobile, has agreed to pay a sizable increase to wrestle the Premier League streaming rights from its rival, Iki. They might just give us a streaming right, talking about Silk News Television. I mean, wouldn't you like that? To watch all of these games right here on this platform. That's what we have for you on Halftime right here on the front burner. It's Silk News Television. My name is Tici Barrah. We're wrapping things up right here as I hand you over, back to the crew in the studio.